I was watching a guy, Vandaag. He demolished this SABC one, what are they called, news anchors. She just asked like one question about what are you doing here? It was at Maponya Mall. And he annihilated that lady. And he was speaking about the whole thing of, Maponya Mall, they were building it, we were fine, we didn't have any issues. And then white suppliers came in, Indian suppliers came in. And right now, the people that are protecting this mall are black people.
Yes.
Where are these people that actually own this mall to come in terms of skin color? Where are these Indian people, white people to come in and protect this asset?
Yes.
And he says that, you know what, moving forward, what we're going to do, we'll protect this mall, it's fine. But all the suppliers here must be black. And I'm wondering if that can happen. Because if that truly happens, that would be very revolutionary, in fact. At least we would have gotten something from this looting. That at least the company that cleans the mall is going to be black. They could even put a quote that says 60% of the shops in here must be black. Find a black person to own that shop, right? The news cafe, the clicks, and the what.
It's not going to happen.
You don't think so?
You know, when you look at the history of Richard Maponya, Sam Mutonya, and Nefcock and those guys, there's two sides of the story when you ask different people. The one side is the guys sold out to whites. Okay. That's why they abandoned their supermarkets and went into business with whites. The other side is obviously these guys were trying to be champions for blacks and what. At a point where I was very woke and very revolutionary, I didn't understand how Maponya Mall got built. I was like, maybe I don't believe in blacks, but I want to know. And when I did the research, I realized Richard Maponya would have never been able to build that mall. He needed white partners. I'm not sure if it's Investec or Nedbank. That's the banking partner there. I think it's Zenprop, Jewish property company, that developed the property. And then his family trust. I think they own 50%, if not less. And the land that it sits on is a lease. He doesn't even own the land there. And I was like,
makes sense.
That makes sense. I asked the question in a group with certain family members of the Maponya family. I didn't expect them to answer, of course. But I guess I was being mischievous. Why Maponya Mall? Why out of all the malls did it get such quick reaction? I've been watching the news with the looting, and Maponya Mall very quickly was protected.
Yeah.
Why? What makes it special? No, Maponya. And I'm like, I've been around this country for a bit. I know a bit of knowledge. I'd like to know why. Well, did the family send the police? Did they maybe buy out certain thugs in the neighborhood to be like, go protect our thing?
Yeah.
We'll take care of you. I was once friends with, I won't mention his name. I was once friend with a guy who owned a Pick and Pay. And he was explaining to me some of the dynamics in owning a shop, Ekasi. And he was explaining that one of the things they taught is you need to do your research and find out who are the biggest criminals in that area. Those are the guys you hire to be your security, and you pay them well. So I was just wondering why. And again, to what you're asking, or the question that was being asked, you realize Maponya Mall is not a black mall. So the people that are actually protecting that asset, it's not a black asset. It's just got a black name. And the reason I was shaking my head was because you can get all the black suppliers you want. When you start digging deep and you're looking at, the spa's got a black owner and the exclusive books and you'll see the blacks. And I think this is why the Pick and Pay model collapsed. So Pick and Pay, just short story. Pick and Pay went and bought Score. I don't know if you remember Score supermarkets. Pick and Pay bought Score. And in that deal, it became a BE deal because it was the easiest way for them to raise funding.
Okay.
So they came and they found random black people and they trained them to run Pick and Pays. It was a beautiful BE story. So blacks owned Pick and Pay all over the country, which were previously Score. Fast forward a few years, the black owners no longer own the Pick and Pays. And no one asks any questions. No one says anything. And I wanted to know why. And no one wants to speak about it. Pick and Pay wanted to acquire those things at the cheapest finance possible with grants and those things, and they needed BEE to kick for them. And they got black faces to do that, and it became a great story, and we clapped hands. And after the fire had been put out, they went back to being corporate stores. And all those black owners, when I questioned them, because I think I got to know like 5, all of them had white partners. But the white partners weren't the faces. You know, we speak of Time Bank, Patrice.
Yeah.
Time Bank is from Australia. They couldn't come into this country unless if they were 100% black owned. So it came out in the newspapers that Patrice ended up buying the full stake. That's all smoke and mirrors. I can tell you now, without knowing the details, and even if it comes up in the media in years to come, that Patrice was actually fronting, I'll be like, I know, I knew it. I could have told you. They can get any white black person to front. Cyril was the owner of McDonald's South Africa. Get the fuck out of here. Until you understand business and economy and cash flow, I can give you 100% of a mall. 100% to le mall ya Tebs. Tebs a mall. You own 100% on paper. When it's listed, there is the owner. And then I'll say, follow the money. Look at all the stores there. Look at how much they make. Look at where that money flows to. All the money that Tebs is getting in terms of rental income, how much is he getting? How much is the mall worth? It's worth $1 billion. How much is he getting? He's getting 100 million a month in rental income. Oh, so he keeps it? No, he has to pay back Investec, Rand Merchant Bank. How much? No, he's paying them 95 million. He's only keeping 5. That sounds like he's earning commission to be a black face. Yeah, but apparently the terms of the deal that as soon as he's paid off the loan, the guys have right of refusal.
Yeah, first right of refusal. Yeah.
So as soon as he's paid it up, this happened at, what's this mine? I don't know if it's Exaro or Siponkos and these guys. They never made money during that BE transaction. And at the time when it matured, they were then basically forced to sell their shares in the mine. I think it was bought by Glencore to become Glencore Extractor. If it's the right mine, I could be wrong. And then you find out in that deal that it was Tebza's mall for the 10-year period that he was paying off that loan. But he was only getting commission to be the face. The bulk of the money was going to whites, the bulk of what. And at the end of the deal, that first right of refusal. And in that deal, there was a clause which allowed them to buy $1 billion Rand mall for 200 million. However, they paid Tebza, it could be in shares, it could whatever, which may be vest in 20, whatever the fuck. That's financial engineering. People that don't know these things don't. That's how the Pepco Steinhoff deal got made, and how Marcus Jooste, as a chartered accountant, went and fiddled with the books. And all of a sudden, I don't know, I think South African, 200 billion in South African value. I don't know globally how much value was lost. Because people don't know these things. They don't know, and you don't understand. I can tell you now that Cyril could overnight lose his wealth. And people are like, how? And I'll tell you, it's financial engineering. That's how Elon Musk can play around with Bitcoin with a tweet. That's how Facebook could be worth $200 billion today. Mark Zuckerberg found guilty of rape, worth $100 billion tomorrow. Where did the money go? Where? Where did it go? How can Bitcoin be worth $19,000 today and then be worth $9,000? How?
Because of a tweet. Hey,
where did it go?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm shaking my head because it is so easy for the guys who run these systems to get black faces everywhere. Shake hands. We've just signed a deal with Patrice and Putuma Nhlego here at, what's Putuma's company? Pembani, which is babysitting Ishanduga for Cyril while he's in politics. We've just shaken hands. We've done a good deal. We've got a great Gloria Serobe here from Wiphold is coming to Watwat and Ekshawizan, black. The same way we have a black president today, don't we? Don't we? Don't we have a black president?
Hey.
So why are you complaining? We've got a black cabinet. Why are you complaining? Why are you complaining? The richest, or one of the richest men in South Africa is a black man.
Yeah.
Why are you complaining? They'll do the same with the mall. These are all the owners. They'll call you. They'll be like, don't you want to apply for SPA? Sure. And then when I scrutinize the deal, I'll be like, hey, Ntwana, hey, look, enjoy the little money you're getting, but please know that you're getting fucked here. You don't have choice of supply. You don't have choice of whatever. And even when you do supply, they'll say, no, it's a black-owned this company. And you find out it's funded by whoever, and you realize it's all fucking smoke and mirrors. It's a fugazi.
So what that guy is saying was not going to happen?
Look, it could happen.
But the likelihood.
Shit can always happen. But all I know is the people that we're fighting against are not idiots. You got 90% for maths. You cum laude your fucking finance degree. You've watched some zeitgeist fucking documentaries on YouTube. You've read The Sense of Money, and you know about the Medici family and the Rothschilds, and you're a smart black. Woohoo. You've been smart for 10 years. The guys that run these systems have been intelligent for centuries. They know how to shift the goalposts. You can't.